Through the situation this morning.
Leanne, yes, good morning to you too. Here at Rasta Camp this morning, a team of firefighters have just left Rasta Camp after damping down operations here. We believe from residents that a number of structures had burnt overnight as well. The community here seemed to be up in arms with the fire department, saying that they believe it was a little too late. Now, we've tried to get comment from the fire department. We do know that a command centre has been set up just down the road in Ocean View. We've been told that a briefing will be taking place at 8 o'clock this morning to give an overall update on how the fire situation is looking. We do know that Misty Cliffs as well as Scarborough and also the section of Ocean View has come under fire. Leanne, if I can just tell you that the weather conditions this morning remain hot and very windy since early this morning, but there haven't been any visible plumes of smoke at this stage. We are yet to still take a drive through the Scarborough side to see what the situation looks like there. But here in Ocean View, on the field adjacent to Jupiter Street, as well as here in Rasta Camp this morning, the remnants of this fire are still visible. Just behind me, there's a car, a bakkie that has burnt down. Also to my right here, scenes of devastation as the remains of a corrugated iron sheeting used to build these structures lie ruined after this fire that has been raging for the better part of 2 days.
Yeah, we're certainly looking at those weather conditions you're talking about, exceptionally windy, and that really not conducive to fighting fires. But in terms of having it under control, I know you're saying from where you are looking, there don't seem to be any evidence of any fire right now. Word from the firefighters, is it under control now?
Yes, Leanne, we are waiting for the official word from the command centre here down at Ocean View, and that briefing will be taking place in just under an hour. Okay. But when I see the fire teams this morning still sitting or still coming into a Rasta Camp this morning, putting out, damping down the last remains of what we've seen overnight, damaging at least another 4 or 5 structures, the residents tell us. We do know that firefighters have been on standby overnight and also about 200 of them to battle the fire which broke out on Sunday.
How many people are we talking about that have been affected, and as far as you know, any injuries reported?
I spoke to Margaret Tace, a resident and also a community leader here at Rasta Camp this morning. Apparently, they do know of at least one resident that has been hospitalised. Further than that, not sure exactly as to the extent of his injuries, Leanne, but we also do know that there are some people that have been left destitute. School clothes have gone up in flame. One of the residents' uncle's vehicles have gone up in flame. So the Rasta community here at Rasta Camp in Ocean View this morning saying that this specific fire has robbed some of them of all their belongings.
Yeah. There's also been a lot of criticism from the Rastafarian community towards the firefighters for their response towards this fire. Can you elaborate a little bit more on this? I mean, what are their grievances?
Leanne, at this stage, the grievances from the Rasta community, as they have told us this morning, is that the fire trucks came into this settlement almost at a time where they describe it as being too late, when the fire was already upon them. Some people I've spoken to, Mr. Usher Daniels as well as Margaret Tay, saying that when the fire was above them at Red Hill, at that time, there was still time for them, for the fire department and firefighters to come in and fight this fire. They claim that the response from the officials was tardy, and that residents in more affluent areas were given first priority. Now, I must say that these are the allegations made by the Rastafarian community. At this stage, I have not as yet had the opportunity, Leanne, to speak to the fire officials to hear exactly how they went about deploying their services to the various communities affected by this blaze.
All right, let's leave it there for this morning. We'll get an update, no doubt, later on in the programme when you have been into the conference where the firefighters do update us on the official status of that situation. Vanessa Puna, who was at the Rasta Camp informal settlement in Ocean View.